Crowd of boys, peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention, being on a streak, and which direction to go. And if you're at the now what stage where you're on retention, you're kind of stagnant or unmotivated, or just don't know what to do with your energy, or what steps you should take on attacking your purpose, what you should do now with the semen retention journey. This is just going to be a quick talk on that. Before I jump into the topic, I appreciate all my subscribers. There are newcomers, welcome. There are newcomers still subscribing to the content regardless of the suspension that is on the channel currently. I'm moving past that. I'm still creating content, bringing you this content on this platform. So be on the lookout for content. I haven't posted in a while because I've been doing other things, as I've mentioned in other audios. Ways to donate to the channel will be in the description. Head over to the Patreon also and pledge $5 a month for additional exclusive content. I just uploaded an audio on there regarding this same topic. I'll be going over talking points on this audio about being at this stage of semen retention. Some may call it a flat line, or whatever the case may be, right? It may be a flat line or whatever. But sometimes it's just us being in our own heads, overthinking, really trying to find our purpose of why we chose this journey, why this journey chose us, however you want to go about it. But let me just jump right into it. The first thing is that your path is your own journey. Your path is your own journey. And one of the reasons, the only reason YouTube gave me was for my suspension was for reused content. And I'm not 100% sure if it's because of the titles that I use, especially on the women attraction audios. I fairly name them the same way, but with the different stories. So I don't know if that raises a red flag, or what I'm about to speak on, how we have a lot in common on this semen retention journey, including the content creators who are already on this platform, who share the same topics, the same experiences that we may go through, and they all correlate. They're all similar. We all share the same experiences, but we all have our own paths to walk. We all have our own journey. We all have our own life experiences, and life is the best experiences. And one of the things that I said in the Patreon is that the answers that we may seek or go after are all inside of us. And once when we are on the semen retention journey and we pour love and all that good stuff back into us, all the energy that we once used to waste on other people, on the screen, and women, we channel that energy back into us. We don't seek other people, regardless if it's woman or man. We don't seek other people for answers. We go into our own mind, use our own intuition, trust our own judgment. We learn through this process to have patience with ourselves. This is pure knowledge. This is intelligence that we gain through this semen retention journey. So what do we do when we're on a streak with all this power, with all this energy? We use it. We use it for our benefit for good. And when it comes to your purpose, that is what you use it for. To gear up and self-motivate. Another thing to talk about is change, this transformation. physically, mentally, and spiritually. We have to embrace the changes that are happening around us, being able to adapt. Once when your eyes are open on this semen retention journey, I made an audio about this before, there is no going back. And if you hear any wind and it's windy outside, I'm in my car right now. I'm on break at work and I'm recording this audio. And it's snowing and it's very windy out. So excuse the background. If it's windy, if you hear blowing and stuff like that, please just bear with it. But this transformation is transforming you onto another level. Okay, once again, tap into the Patreon where I talk a little bit more about this transformation process and willing to embrace change within yourself. And then it will manifest and start to change your reality. This has to do with, once again, your physical, your body, the attraction that we start to get. All right. That's on the physical plane. But when we talk about mentally, we talk about the change in mindset. Okay. Your thought patterns, your thought habits, they become desexualized. We were once overly sexualized. Now we are desexualizing ourselves. We're dumbing ourselves down sexually to be able to gain control over ourselves, gather ourselves, and really focus on what matters. That goes into the next topic of learning or educating. And this is learning for yourself, but also educating others, being the leader of men, being the leader of people that are around you. You hold that leadership quality. You gain that confidence. You have this aura about you, so people will look to you for guidance. People will look for you to lead in certain situations. So it's good to have knowledge. It's good to have and be willing to learn also. Okay? Before you become a teacher, you have to become a student first. All right? So being a student first and learning, getting the knowledge, understanding, starting with self-knowledge. All right? Understanding you first. Then, once again, everything will manifest outward for you during the process. Once again, have patience with yourself. No limitations should be on you and what you can do. Okay? The last thing I'll talk about before I jump off of this audio is one of the keys that you guys are going to have to go over to the Patreon and really tap into, because I dive more into this key and how to tap into certain energy to be able to carry you through this transformation, through this change. All right. How to move down the path that you walk. And one of those keys lies within your chakra system. And if you go through my audios from the past, I talk about chakras. I break down the whole chakra system, the elements, what purpose they serve, how they can help you, how semen retention helps activate those chakras. I even have a actual experience that I share on a Patreon that you have to go to get that information. Okay, of the unlocked chakras and certain things that happen when chakras are unlocking. These are physical things that are happening. All right. First, everything happens in the spiritual realm, but physically things happen to you when chakras unlock. But you have to tap into the Patreon. You dig what I'm saying? To get that additional information. But understand that one key aspect, one key thing that you must understand on how to move down your path on this journey, especially on semen retention, is to have your heart chakra unlocked. Your heart has to be open, keeping a open heart. Not being naive, not being silly, not being ignorant to what's going on around you. And just be this loving and, this empathetic, so empathetic that you can have wool pulled over your eyes. That's not keeping an open heart. This is about being open and receptive. Okay? Not having any malice attention or evil intent. Your intentions are coming from a good place. This leads to open life experiences, being open to life and what it has to offer. And even though sometimes we may go through our challenges and go through, when people may come at us wrong and we're not so receptive to that energy, but keeping our heart chakra open helps us understand more of when people are coming out of balance with their energy or their heart chakra being out of whack. We are able to pick up on it because we are the vessel with the open chakra that is able to notice and absorb that type of energy and know what to do with it. But when your heart chakra is open, you can be led by love, compassion, and pure joy. But this also, most of all, connects you back to the universe and the universe around you, which you can create for yourself. Very important information. So your heart chakra, all right, is very important on this semen retention journey. And when you reach that point of feeling stagnant, unmotivated, or you're on semen retention and you're just at a standstill and you're just like, well, what do I do now? You've tried different things, whether you are using it to manifest a partner, manifest a better career for yourself, more money, better quality of life as far as living a certain way, a certain lifestyle, living spiritually, getting more spiritually grounded, learning yourself. Once again, self-knowledge and self-care is very big. Self-love, I can't forget that. Understand that these aspects come in forms of energy, and the energy that you put back into yourselves, you will be able to garner and harness those things as you garner and harness your sexual energy. When you harbor and garnish your semen as a man. All right. My boys, I'll leave y'all with that. Once again, tap into the Patreon. Go over. The links will be in the description. Head over to Pledge. There's audios up there right now. More audios will be going up there in this week. Once again, the channel is still suspended until June 3rd, but I'm still coming with content for you guys to dish out the help. Guys out here that need the help. I'm not going to neglect you guys just because YouTube is doing what they do. That's not your fault. I created this platform to help you guys out. That's what I'm going to continue to do. Spread the word, spread the message. Anything that I am doing and that I'm going through, it just lets me know that I'm posing some type of threat. I just wanted to put this out here too, that I had put out an appeal and they didn't even look at my video because I have it on my unlisted, all right, as my upload, and it has 0 views on it. So YouTube, if you're monitoring my channel and you come across this audio, and you guys too who are listening to this and you made it this far in the audio, listen to this. I have an unlisted, well, you guys can't see it, but I'm letting YouTube know, and you guys can support the channel as well by putting in your complaints about what's going on with your brother, about what's going on with this platform and this channel. I made an appeal video. It's unlisted. The only people that are able to look at it are the YouTube, I guess you can say the YouTube reviewers. The first one that I posted had 1 view on it, meaning that someone actually watched it and reviewed it. The second one that I uploaded as to why I'm on this suspension already, it has 0 views. But YouTube said that they reviewed it and came to a decision that they weren't going to reinstate me. But no one looked at the audio that I did for the appeal. There is no phone number to contact YouTube. There's no email to reach out to them firsthand to contact them. They reach out to you. There's no reply back. There's a no reply email. So even when I reply back, it just kicks back to me. You guys need to send in your feedback, your input on this channel. All right. To help support the channel. To get it on the radar with YouTube and let them know that something is going on with one of your favorite content creators on this matter, and him being demonetized and being accused of reused content is false and it's a fallacy. And it should not be happening. And if you continue to support me and be here to support the channel, you are down for the ride. This information is for you. Help out. Send your feedback to YouTube, express how you feel, and, everything could go from there. And that can also help push the channel, get it out in the algorithm, help YouTube get this channel promoted. Or if YouTube has a shadow ban against me, it is what it is. I really don't know what's going on. I don't really care at this point. I'm just, doing my due diligence and letting you guys know what's going on with the channel. If you don't see me post as frequent, just understand I have more work going in behind the scenes, because crowdofboyz isn't just a YouTube channel for just content. I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes in the name of crowdofboyz. All right. So there's a lot of things going on behind the screen in my personal life that I'm doing for this channel, for this content, and to grow this platform, to keep it pushing. Okay. So crowdofboyz will never be dead just because YouTube says, I'm reusing content is cool. Crowdofboyz is protected by an LLC. It's copyrighted. It is actually a group and a movement that was started by my father in the 80s. I just took it and carrying legacy. I put my own spin on it with the Semen retention, but there's a lot of more things that I do behind the scenes and planning to do behind the scenes with crowdofboyz, as far as nonprofits, putting certain meetups and meet and greets together, putting things up for little kids, especially our adolescent boys. All right. Teaching them the ism and the game early so they don't have to catch on to it too late. So there's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes that won't stop the movement. YouTube is just I guess you can say, a outlet for me to get certain information out there, especially regarding the Semen retention. Understand that when you support this channel, you're not just supporting the channel because it's on YouTube. You are supporting a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that will be going into crowdofboyz and that will be coming to YouTube. Okay, to show and prove the work that your donations, guys who have donated already, that your donations aren't going in vain. They are going to a cause and a purpose, and you are part of that cause and purpose. With that said, my boys, I'll leave y'all with that. As always, with love and peace.